Welcome to the show. This is Nailed and Screwed. And no, I don't mean that kind of nailed and screwed, so move along, you freaking perverts. On this show, we'll share some of the wild stories that take place during construction, flipping, and other side jobs conducted by my man Chris and his crew of expert general contractors. We'll also throw in a couple of informational sessions when it comes to the flipping business and share some ideas on what it takes to become successful. As for me, you can call me Captain Morgan, and I'll be alongside Chris, asking the stupid, unexperienced questions because I don't know shit about shit when it comes to construction and flipping houses. All right. So with that being said, we're going to jump right into what we got lined up for today's show.
No, I'm good. What is this? Bent dick water?
Yeah, that's it. All right. So, yep, get a little sip there.
Got a lot to talk about,
Get
so
that in there.
a little parched.
So what kind of crazy ass story do you got lined up for us today?
Well, today we're going to talk about a little real estate action. Landlord.
Mhm.
So, my wife and I own a property down by the shore. We'll just say that general area,
Yep,
right?
Yep. I like it.
Yeah. And so we rent it out during the season, the summer and all that, but we also rent during the winter. So it's a short-term thing. You know, it'll be like 3 to 6 months or month to month. So unfortunately, in those situations, you get some questionable characters.
What do you mean questionable characters?
Well, I mean, if you're only looking for a place to live for a month or two, like, your life is usually a little bit crazy.
Right, like you're probably on the street and you're just looking
Could be
for that quick hangout
whatever.
spot.
Yeah. So, sometimes we do get some decent people. They, the people getting their houses built, traveling nurses, things like that. So they're, they got a goal in life. Now, so we get to the other people. We do a background check, but sometimes things don't go well. So
wait.
Yeah, go ahead. We do a background check.
What do you mean it'll go well?
Well, so, you get these fucking people and they everything sounds good, everything's great, and about, a month and a half in, all of a sudden they can't even pay the fucking rent. So right out of the gate, we got issues. So
right.
So we know where this is going, but you try to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, all right, you hear the stories,
that's probably your first mistake, right? Is being nice.
Yes. But, okay, fine. I mean, things happen. So we'll play that game. So this person was supposed to pay the rent, let's say November 19th, and I got half. So it's better than zero.
So right at the start.
Here's the best part. So it was a woman and a man, right? Their boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. So she goes, here, I send you the $850, but sorry, maybe I shouldn't say that.
I don't even know.
Yeah, we'll edit that out if we have to.
Made up character.
She's like, so he's gonna send his half, and I'm like, whoa, hold on. I didn't know this. I knew this was a joint venture, but I wasn't expecting 2 payments. I thought it'd be 1 payment.
So you ended up so right off the bat, you're getting.
Well, the best part is I don't even got this fucking guy's phone number. So I don't know who I'm chasing. So I reach out to the realtor that did this transaction, and she's like, here, I give you a number. All right. So I called a guy. It's pretty much sounds like the phone's cut off. So I try a text message. It bounces back. All right. So I thought maybe he's just blocking my number.
The guy that you don't even have his number, but he probably has yours and he's blocking.
I'm thinking crazy now because these people they're playing chess, right? I'm playing checkers. They're playing chess. So I asked the realtor, I said, you reach out to this guy. So she did the same thing. I'm like, all right, he's a ghost.
Yeah.
So I reach back out to the girlfriend. I'm like, yeah, I can't even get a hold of this dude. She goes, I don't know what's going on. I haven't seen him. I'm like, wait a minute, you only moved in like a month ago. Like, what? So she's like, I'm gonna do what I can. I don't want to fall behind on the rent. Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
So about another week goes by, nothing. 2 weeks goes by, and I'm like, hey, like, what's going on? She's like, are you open to getting him off the lease, and I can bring my friend in a new lease?
So now we're doing the tag team game, and already.
Yeah,
you still haven't gotten the other half.
No,
of the payment yet.
Have not got shit. Right, got
Okay.
the half. That's it.
Right.
So I'm like, listen, I'm all about trying to figure things out, business. I'm like, sure, I'm open to the discussion. Right. Another 2 weeks go by. Nothing. The day the rent is due again, she's like, or no, about a week before the rent's due, she's like, hey, I'm going to send you like a couple $100 a week, but I don't want to fall behind on future payments.
My God. So it's like you already got one of the worst people to rent.
Yeah.
They're only sending you a couple hundred here and there.
That's just words.
Right. That's not even guaranteed.
But here's the best part. I'm going to send you some because I don't want to get behind on future payments.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. It sounds like you're okay. I'm now okay with the fact that we'll slowly get through what you owe me previously, but we'll make sure we're good for the next month. Now what do I say? Like, no, like, you know what I mean? So the day the rent's due in the next month, and I'm already in the background, I already wrote up all the paperwork for eviction, right?
Oh,
unfortunately, been through this game, right?
Damn.
And Jersey, I gotta admit, Jersey is very good with their process.
Yeah.
Everything's available online. They're very helpful.
Well, that's good.
So everything was prepared.
Yeah, usually you don't get that kind of help, especially when you're the owner, right?
Yeah. Nah, there's a lot of rights that you give up when you give possession. When you do a lease, you give up a lot of rights. But so everything was, all I had to do was hit send, basically. So the day the rent's due, she's like, I've been really trying. You have to believe me. I'm thinking the only way that I can actually believe that if some type of money was coming towards me.
Yeah, right? Like, I'll take a nickel.
Yeah, give me anything. Send me $20. I'll send it back to you. But like, so she's like, I'm really trying. You got to believe me. But I've been spending so much money on like Uber and things like that because he took the vehicle. And I'm like, and I go, okay, well then
Uber's not cheap either.
No, but here's the best part. I go, well, I'm looking on the camera. Whose fucking car's in parked at the house?
Right.
Oh, that's my friend. She's staying with me. What?
So now she's got the boyfriend's out of the picture or whatever he was.
Right.
And now you got the girlfriend.
Who? Here's the best part.
Hasn't paid anything yet?
She's not on the fucking lease.
That's fair.
So now I got liability issue, potential squatter issue.
Yeah.
So I tell her, I said, listen, she's got to go. Like, she's like, no, she's just staying a little bit here and there, which is bullshit because the goddamn car is on the camera every day.
You still haven't gotten any money yet.
I still haven't got any money yet.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck this. So we're sending the paperwork. So I sent the paperwork in.
Right.
So this is like a little bit before Christmas. Now, knowing Jersey, it takes a good month for you to get a court date.
God damn.
All right. So it's like a month and some change.
I mean, that sounds about right.
It's not bad. No, it's not bad. But that's another month now.
Right.
To start to go to court.
And you're still not getting paid.
No. So we got the court date, right? It's early February. So right at the end of January, I'm like, fuck this. I haven't even seen inside of my goddamn house. I've been requesting inspections, right?
Oh, you can't
just walk in.
I was going to say, so you can't just walk in.
No.
That's like part of the legal system of renting property.
So you have to give like a certain amount of time frame. You agree on when you're coming.
Give them a heads up.
Yeah. So I've been asking for it, right? No response. So finally, out of the blue, I said, listen, I need to be there. So she goes, okay, what day is good for you? I pick whatever, Tuesday, right?
Mm.
Okay, no problem. What time works for you? How about 9 a.m.? Okay.
Yep.
So I don't go to work that day. Right?
So now you're missing out on
a
day of work just to wrap this situation
Drive
up.
down there. Get there.
Yeah.
Nobody's answering the motherfucking door. So now I'm texting, calling, like, yo, what's going on?
Right.
She's like, oh, my friend's there. I go, no, nobody's here. So I go, look, I need to go in. Now, I got electronic codes, all that, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So I go in. Clearly, 2 people are living there because one's set up in one room, one's set up in another room.
How many bedrooms in there?
There's 3 bedrooms in there.
Okay.
The middle room was vacant. There was nothing was on in there, right? So they follow no rules, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
So I got like mini splits for like AC. It could do heat too, but I'd rather use the baseboard because it's gas. It saves me money, blah, blah, blah. So that's all in the rules, right? Clearly, the baseboard's like not being used. All the mini splits are on. Nobody's home. It's all set to 78 degrees. So I'm like, so I turn all that shit off and I cut the breaker off. I'm like, fuck this.
Right.
So I'm walking around the house. So it didn't look too bad. I'm like, all right. So I leave. And that night, I get a random Jersey phone number calling me. And I don't answer the phone.
Those are always good, the random numbers.
Well, yeah, if I don't know the number, if I don't have a number saved, I don't answer.
Right?
Leave a voice message and we'll find out who you are.
Leave the message and then I'll call you back.
Yeah. So I answer it. Hey, is this the owner of such and such, blah, blah, blah? I said, yeah. Who's this? And she's like, oh, I'm the person that's staying here with so-and-so. And I go, you're not supposed to fucking be there. And she goes, I know, just found out that she's getting evicted, blah, blah, whole sob story, whatever. And I'm like,
there we go.
I go, she goes, don't kick me out. But I go, look, it's late right now. I said, clearly nothing's happened. I said, you got to be out like Friday.
I probably would have asked how much money she had on her. Right.
Well, here's the best part. I said, how'd you get the fuck in?
Yeah, that's.
And she goes, yeah, like the code wasn't working and blah, blah, blah. And I go,
you got that fancy shit with the code.
Yeah, I do. But
that's how it works. No keys?
Nah, it's all, you can system generate. It's good. It's all part of the security system.
God damn.
So you got a camera.
That's legit. You
can control the thermostats. You can control the locks.
Yeah.
And then the actual secure, like alarm and shit like that. It's not bad.
Right.
It's like $40 a month.
Nah, it's not
on the app. And so like all the houses that I have, you just keep it all on one app. You just pick.
What's the brand?
I don't know the brand because the security company set it up.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Is it like, there's usually.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's alarm.com.
Oh,
that's the app.
Damn, that's like as simple as it can get.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But it's through a installer.
Like Nest and Blink and what else do they got? A lot of other crazy
You can do a lot of stuff too. I even have one. You can control an outlet, like lights and shit.
All that comes with it.
You can add features and stuff. But yeah, like if you want to control the lights, like right now, I can just, if I want to control the outlet, I just click it off, it turns off.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's pretty sweet.
It's good for that.
$5 a month.
So back to this lady.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, so how'd you get in the fucking house? And she goes, oh, well, I just climbed through the window. I'm like, so okay.
That's legal.
Yeah, clearly trespassing,
that's a wrap.
Shit like that, right? Yeah.
All right.
Legal entry, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So I go, look, I said, I'll give you till whatever day. It's like 2-3 days. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So next morning I wake up and I'm like, hold on. I got to specify, these people like this are crazy. So I was like, I got to specify a time. Like you need to be out here.
Yeah. You got to be real detailed.
Yes. Because Friday is 24 hours, right?
Right.
My opinion of what time Friday you should be out is way different than somebody else's.
Yep.
So I'm like, look, you need to be out by X time. Okay. And she's like, oh, well, I thought if I like cleaned up around here or I'm pretty handy, I can do some work for you and maybe stay through the weekend. And I'm like,
so now she's talking hard labor for payment.
And she almost Jedi mind fucked me because at this point I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, you can clean up some shit, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, this is fucking, before you know it, she's going to be living there for weeks.
Right.
So then I'm going to have a real residency here. I'm like, I go, you know what? Never mind. I was like, you got to be out Friday, whatever it is. Okay, did I say something wrong? No, you didn't say nothing wrong. I'm stupid. You're
Jedi,
smart.
and
I'm
Jedi mind fucking here.
Yeah. So Thursday now, I'm thinking about it's like the next day. I'm like going crazy in my head. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I don't trust these fucking people. So I leave work again.
They don't give you no reason.
I fly down there, right?
How long has it been at this point?
What? Like 2 days.
No.
This right now?
Yeah, like no. Like at the start, up until that point, you had to talk to her.
Oh yeah, we're like 3 months in now.
God damn.
Yeah, we're like 3 months in.
That's crazy.
So I got like a half a month of rent plus security, right? So the money at this point, the money's out of the equation. Now you're just in the war.
Now you're losing money.
Right?
God.
So I just go down there Thursday. So I go down there and I take my Uncle Joey with me, and I'm like,
wait a second. That's like the perfect Italian.
I know.
You just put out there and you're ready to bring him down.
I just need all I wanted. He's like
backup, right?
Listen, for everybody's purposes of legalities, I just wanted a witness there. That's all.
Okay, gotcha.
But then knowing Uncle Joey and I was like, you know what? So I stopped by the police station, which I typically would never do. But I'm like, I don't want to get in any bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You got 2 males coming up, female there. I don't want nothing to get misconstrued. No. So I go to the cops and I'm like, hey, like, well, what do you actually want us to do? And they were like, well, we can't like rip her out of the house. And I said, no. I said, I don't want you to do anything. We get down there, we go to the police station. The cops are asking me, we'll escort you over there. I'm like, yeah, I just want you to observe. I just want you to be some type of set of eyes in case somebody claims some bullshit or whatever. So I get there, banging on the door, no answer. Calling this girl, no answer. I'm like, all right, here we go. Then I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure the window's unlocked in the bathroom because she climbed through it. so I slide the bathroom window open,
Right.
and I go and I yell her name, and she's like, "Yeah, like
not like everything's good."
yeah." And I go, "I got the cops here."
Wow.
She's like, "Why?"
Oh my god.
So she comes to the door, and I was like, "All right, listen, you're gonna be out tomorrow. This is all good." And she goes, "Yeah, definitely." And I mean, in all honesty, she was pretty respectful, so that was cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
She didn't seem like she was in that kind of situation.
Nah, like well, apparently she is, but seemed pretty honest, seemed pretty, you know what I mean? So that's good.
Yeah.
So she tells me the lady that's actually renting from me has been gone for 2.5 weeks.
God damn.
So this whole time
So
she's texting me, come to the house, do everything.
Rent free.
And so, yeah, so she's just staying there now. This lady's MIA. So I had no clue.
Right.
So I find this out and I'm like, oh man. So next morning I wake up. She texts me like early in the morning. I'm up early anyway, right? I'm like you. I'm up super early. She texts me. She's like, hey, I got everything out, which I saw on the camera. She's like, but by the way, so-and-so came back last night. And I'm like, fuck, man. I thought this lady was gone. I was just, you know what I mean? So she comes back. The other one leaves. And, you know, she's like, oh, you know, can she just stay? You know, she's texting me all this stuff. I'm like, no, I'm just ignoring her. So
probably a good thing to do at this point.
Yeah. But then she's texting me, accusing me. I changed the locks. I'm cutting off the internet, doing all the shit. And I'm like, lady, I wouldn't cut the internet off because I need it to run my security system. Like the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah. So I'm trying to help her through it. And this is how stupid I am, right? So she can't figure it out. I'm like, she's probably just, I kept whatever password was on there from the company, right?
Yeah.
And it's like this long ass stupid thing.
Yep.
So it's a duplex. I'm like, here, use the one upstairs. Like, here's the code. That's not working either. Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait.
Yeah.
She's getting mad at you?
Yes.
This is the one that's
not paying.
Not even the original tenant, though.
No. Original tenant. This is original tenant. Yeah.
And she's getting mad, and she's
getting mad at me. I'm trying to walk you through it, right? So I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
Clearly. So after that, I'm like, fuck this. I ain't texting no more. So I'm waiting for court to come. So a couple days, blah, blah, blah. So court date comes, take off work again. So I go down there. I'm sitting there in the court, and I'm just waiting. And I'm looking, and I'm like, this lady hasn't shown up yet.
No, they never do.
Which is a good thing, right?
That's true. Because
so,
it's like automatic, right?
It's if either side, if I don't show up or she don't show, the other side wins.
Yep.
So you win. So what it is now, this is for all the viewers out there, listeners want to talk about, you know, getting the rental game. So when you sign a lease with another human, you are signing over your right of possession of that house. Not ownership, just possession.
Damn.
It's in the fucking lease.
Yeah.
So you're signing it over. So when you're going to court, you are now requesting possession back. So that's why everybody says like they don't have rights, right?
So this is this how they call them the sitters or whatever?
Squatters?
Squatters, yeah. Is this why they can stay in the house sometimes?
So there's a couple types of squatters, right? Now, there's a crazy squatter, which could technically just move the fuck in anywhere. Like if you just have a vacant house and they just fucking move in and they start establishing like mail and utilities in their name somehow and all this other shit.
Yeah.
Eventually they become a resident. All right. Now, here's the problem. Yes, they're squatting. You don't have a lease with that person. So when you try to take them to court, first thing they say is provide the lease. Well, I don't fucking have one.
Oh, okay.
The court system.
Yeah.
Because they have to establish a start and end date to understand what's agreed upon.
Right.
So if you don't have an agreement with somebody,
it's a wrap.
Now you got to get that person to sign something with you to get. Come on, man. Like that's why when people just do that crazy shit and move in, it's a nightmare. When people try to be slick as landlords and just want to do cash deals and don't do a lease and blah blah blah, you're fucking asking for it.
Yeah, that's dumb.
So I don't want to hear your crying shit because you know the game, right? You're trying to fly under the radar, and you might win, you might lose, but that's it. When you're in the game, you're in the game.
It's a good move,
right? So I just go the legal way here. So provide the lease and all that, and so she doesn't show up. So now judge grants me my right of possession back. So I have possession. So I now get possession of the house.
You win.
I win.
Yeah.
That part.
Right.
It ain't over.
Of course not.
Of course not. So you win for possession, right? Now you have to file for actual eviction. which is supposed to be like 3 days after the ruling.
Yeah.
But fuck that. I emailed that shit when I got home. Now they can hold it whatever they want.
Why not? Because you're off of work already.
Yeah.
Shit
So
to do, so you might as well take care of that.
Yep. So that's in there, right? So the drama's not over either.
Mhm.
So I just figured, she probably got drunk, forgot what fucking day it was, and just missed it, right? Which
she probably had like warrants and
I don't know.
Shit for
Never know,
else going
right?
on, I'm sure.
But you don't know what goes on with people. So filed all that, filed for eviction, getting text messages again. Hey, can you please be patient with me? And I'm like, I don't know if I can fucking get any more patient.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
It's out.
So then she's trying to sell me on the fact that I probably won't be able to get anybody else in for the next 2 months anyway. And I'm like, what the fuck? So just let you stay there? And
so now she's a salesperson.
Yeah. So I didn't answer none of that shit, right? So now I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to look at the cameras anymore. Got a couple days left. She has time. Now you can appeal the eviction too. So you have like a couple days or whatever. I'm counting the days down.
Yep.
So I'm like, the one day I'm like, I'm not even gonna look at the cameras. I just get aggravated and shit. The next morning I wake up, I'm like, let's look at the cameras. I look at the cameras.
That's a win.
It is, yeah.
That's a win.
So
is there? I guess there's probably no legal shit with that because it's your property, right? So,
but it's outside. It's not like it's inside.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just outside.
Yep.
So no. If it was inside, I think I would be probably getting locked up. But yeah, so it's outside. So I like, let me check the camera. And I just get mad, meaning like I see your car, or I see Uber Eats coming every 5 hours.
Right. Any signs of life?
Yeah. Because I'm like, damn, they're still there. So first recording I pull up, I'm like, about 5 police officers in front of the house with flashlights. I'm like,
what?
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool. I was go to the second one. I'm like, yeah, still walking around.
Wait. So you just randomly decide to
It's like 4 a.m. I wake up, right?
Cameras
I look at the recording and I'm like,
see...
oh, yeah, this finest is walking around. So
well,
sure, everything's fine.
Yep.
Maybe they're looking for a dog.
Yeah.
So I go to third one. So now there's ambulance in front of the house.
Oh,
and they got the fucking stretcher at the door.
And
I'm like, oh man. I'm like, please. Tell me this.
That could be a real simple one for you. Then it would have been a wrap. You didn't have to do shit.
Well, but then it becomes crime scene. So now what? Am I renting or what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and even that, like me and my wife, and my daughter use it too. So we rent it a lot, but we use it too. So I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
So
nasty shit in there like that.
So that happens, and I'm like, all right. I was like, then like 20 minutes after I see the recording, my neighbor, she rents too. So she texts me. She's like, hey, a lot of activity last night. And I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, the cops said they were trying to call you. And I'm like, nah, got no missed calls, got no texts.
Yeah.
No nothing.
Well, of course. I mean, actually that's strange because the cops you would think they would get in touch or try to get in touch with the owner of the
Well, especially when you're renting.
Right?
They got all your fucking information on file.
Yeah.
Where were you calling?
But nothing.
Yeah. So I call the cops. I'm like, hey, I'm the owner, blah, blah, blah. I heard some shit. And they're like, yeah, we got your number from your neighbor and we were trying to call you. And I go, no, you weren't. And no, you didn't because
false.
False. Yeah. None of it rang.
It's fucking 2025.
So he's like, oh, so are you the owner? And I'm like, well, yeah, motherfucker. Why would I be calling? So we go through, we talk about the whole thing. He's like, yeah, something medically happened. And I was like, yeah, obviously.
Oh.
So he didn't get into too much detail. And then he said, detective might reach out, whatever, which never happened. So that happens. And I'm like, all right, well, clearly she's not appealing
at
this point. So the next day, another random Jersey number. Right. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me back up. Let me back up. After that happened, the random friend who came in hits me up. Hey, I'm gonna go in there and like go through her stuff and like pack it up for her, like personal stuff. And I was gonna do some cleaning for you and stuff. And no, she didn't say that part. She said, I'm going to pack up her stuff. And I said, okay. I said, that's fine. I was like, I'm not going to throw anything out.
Yeah, well, good.
Yeah, but like, I'm not going to throw anything out.
Appreciate it.
She's like, all right, I'll let you know in about a week. I said, perfect. Because I know at that point, legally, everything's over. Okay. Next day, right? She's like, yeah, I'll be there in about an hour.
What?
Yeah. So we went from a week to the next day.
Right?
Yeah. I'll be there in about an hour. And I was going to like clean up for, is it cool if I sleep there? Like, what the fuck is going on? But I text her back. I'm like, no. I go,
I mean, if like $60 a night, sure. Maybe.
I don't even, at this point,
nothing, nada.
you can't even give me 6 G's. Like, I need to get rid of the bullshit, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, well, I know we talked about me coming. I go, yeah, but about a week, it's a fucking day later, and we didn't talk about fucking living there or sleeping.
Right.
Oh, okay. Da, da, da. I go, so I'm like, I just ended it there, right? Next day, another random Jersey number. So it's the person who was staying there's sister. She's like, oh, she's not doing well. Is it cool if I get her stuff? So we're actual. I'm like, yeah, no problem.
So this is, you said the next person staying there?
No, the person that was staying there.
Okay.
It was the next day.
Right.
Her sister, the person who was literally on the lease, supposed to be staying there, her sister got my number somehow.
Okay.
Right. Found pay. I don't fucking know, actually.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
That is crazy.
Because what would she have had on? You know what? I don't fucking know.
I don't know either.
Because if she knew she was in the hospital, she couldn't have gotten the house.
Right.
How would she have gotten my phone number? Unless her sister.
Probably the wild ass friend.
That's what I thought. But I'll get to that in a second. So I was like, all right. I said, look, I'm coming down there tomorrow. By all means, meet me there. So she's like, all right, well, no problem. So she gets there a little before me. I let her in electronically. And she's cleaning up her stuff. And I figured that would help by the time I get there. Mm-hmm. Me and my wife get there and my daughter. And they're like making gagging sounds in the back fucking room. And I'm like, so.
Wait, so you got the whole fam with you? And
yeah,
you walk up and you hear these gagging sounds.
Yes.
Okay, good.
And I'm like,
I like it.
Yeah. So I'm like, what? Hey,
they're
like, don't bring your daughter in the back. My daughter's 6. Don't bring her in the back room. It's kind of disgusting back there. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's the gagging noises.
Thanks for the heads up.
So I don't know what was back there. If it was piles of shit or what. Like I have no idea.
Doo doo.
And throw up. I don't know. So they're doing their thing. That was nice of them. I have to give them credit. You know what I mean? Like they didn't have to come and clean anything. Right. So they're cleaning up back there. So I give them a whole bunch of contractor bags, and my wife is cleaning up and the rest of that. We're getting all the food out of the refrigerator, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And she's like, yeah, it's not that bad in here. And I go, yeah. Did you go into the gagging room yet? And she goes, what do you mean? I go, you didn't hear him gagging?
Oh,
and you didn't hear, don't bring our daughter back there?
Yeah.
And she's like, no. And I go, well. So they're like, all right.
Surprise.
They're like, all right, we got to go. We did what we could. I go, nah, that's cool, man. So we go back there. The bed's like fucking cockeyed. There's like, I don't even know, man, like fucking stains down the side of it.
God.
So like 5-foot stains. So I don't know if it's multiple.
Like doo-doo stains or like.
Nah, just like wet shit. But it was dry. It was dry.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it could be anything.
Yeah.
So, and I'm looking and I'm like, all right, now there's like fucking like 3 or 4 pots filled with water. All right, around the bed with like mad cigarettes in them.
Makes sense.
We got a fucking pot of cigarette juice, or like multiple around.
All around the bed.
Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't get it. Was it like what kind of pots were they? Were they
like fucking the shit from my kitchen? Yeah, not like I bought something
like a bucket.
Nah, like metal like fucking pots, cooking pots. Yeah.
God.
Right. Filled to the brim with water, like yellow water, like whatever. That fucking So
like piss and cigarettes.
So I'm dumping them in the sand outside and shit. So we're getting all that out of there. So I'm like, oh man, we're just like cleaning everything up. And long story short, lost out on money, right? Yep. Lost out on the fucking utilities. Yep. Even though I have a construction company, right? It's like we're not close, but we do have a guy that does a lot of work for us down there. So I called him up. He came over immediately. So basically, bed is trash. Dresser and shit, trash. Mm-hmm. Carpet comes up. And then, so we just fucking had him redo the whole room. And he's already done, which is crazy. Like, did it like immediately. So it's just one of those things, man.
That was quick.
It was like bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, you brought this up last week, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
He just sent me pictures when I was driving over.
Okay.
So, yeah, it sucks losing the money and all that, but at the end of the day, it's still I don't deter people from doing it. It's still a profitable business as much as people cry and complain about it.
No, that's what you deal with when you're in that business, right?
Yeah.
Like tenants.
It's no different. If
Yeah,
you're
you
a drug
can't-
dealer and you go to fucking jail,
Right.
don't cry.
Right.
You chose, right?
That's it.
If you're making millions of dollars as a drug dealer, you're happy as hell.
Yeah.
Right? If you decide to join a gang
Real estate business
and you
like
get
the
fucking
drug
shot,
business.
don't
Yeah,
complain
yeah,
about
yeah.
it. And don't rat on somebody because you fucking chose it.
Right.
Same thing. It's like you buy a house for an investment. You plan on making some money.
Yeah.
You're going to deal with some fucking people that are scumbags.
You'll still make money too in the long run, probably.
And if you don't, then yes, get the fuck out.
Right.
Because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So
I've had that's like my aunt and uncle. They did the same. They rented property for years, and then at some point they just couldn't keep up, so they said screw it and sold it.
But that's different. Like you're into it for a while. Like you just,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? You lose energy.
Right.
But,
I think that's what it was.
you know, eventually that could happen.
Yeah.
But some people are like, oh, I'll never rent. I'll do that. I mean, dude, look, it is what it is. It's a fucking duplex. You rent up to down, bottom, you know what I mean? And like I said, it's a shore property.
And
Yeah.
right. That's not like the wintertime. It's like
It's like a ghost town there.
yeah, exactly, ghost town, except for all the crackheads walking around.
But we've been doing pretty good. I mean, every winter we're booked pretty well. You know what I mean? Like we get enough month to month or things like that.
Yeah,
But
it's good.
yeah.
Yep.
So that was a real estate story.
That was good. I liked it. I mean, doo-doo stains, buckets of cigarette water, and what else was there?
There's definitely puke.
Climbing through the windows.
Definitely puke.
And
Climbing through the windows, staying where,
cops not
you know,
giving you a call or nothing like that.
random squatters.
Love it.
It was a lot in like a fucking 4-month period.
It's ridiculous. Well,
But I chalk it up as a learning experience.
well, that's it. I like it. It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good story. Good way to get some people motivated to go out there and start their own
Yeah,
business.
start
right?
renting, man. I
Yeah.
highly advise it. You can deal with a whole bunch of situations, maybe make a
Yeah.
couple bucks.
Couple crackheads, no big
You
deal.
never know.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, folks. That's it for today's show. And like every other freaking podcast out there, feel free to rate, comment, share, subscribe, like. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube. If you're one of those visual A type humans and need to see our beautiful faces, thanks for listening and watching. Nailed and Screwed. We out.